This is my project lesson plan for the expressive language disorder. And my target age group that will benefit from this project or this lesson plan is kindergarten through third grade. And what we're working on is going to be mastering the basic concepts, categorization, and also following directions. And how I'll teach this skill, first to teach the children what we're going to be talking about. What are the basic concepts, up, down, over, under, things like that, so they understand what we're going to be working on. And also make sure that they know what's expected of them and that they comprehend the objectives of the lesson. Then I will lead the children in a series of activities that will engage them and will require their listening skills. So the activity will be implemented. I will have the children sort a pile of building blocks, such as these large blocks. They'll come in, have some free play, and then I'll ask them to sort them in different ways. First, sort them. I specify the following and follow up by helping them put the toys where they belong. So they'll organize them based on color, put the greens together, the reds together, the blues together, and then I'll have them separate them into shapes. Like all the long ones go together, and then the short ones go together, so on. And then once they have them in their designated groups and categories, I'll have them put the toys away where they belong using the basic concepts, such as put all of the blue blocks into the red bin underneath the table next to the yellow blocks. This activity will reinforce their knowledge and comfort level of all the basic concepts and also help them master their listening skills as well. So for an example that I might say to a patient or client to introduce the activity. So when the children enter the room, I'll have all the blocks out on the table and allow them to come in and just have free play for a few minutes, build whatever they want while I'm talking to them, engaging them, asking them what they're doing, allowing them to tell me what they're doing, what colors they're using, what shapes they're using, what they're building, things like that. And then ask them, like, out of the colors they see, what are their favorite colors, why they like that specific color. And then, of course, using expansion when they say red. I'm like, great, red's my favorite color too. I like red because it's the color of an apple, it's the color of a fire truck, and also asking them why they like specific colors to try to get them to say a little bit more. As they complete the task, I'll ask the questions such as, how many red blocks can you find? How many green blocks can you find? How many red blocks are bigger than the blue blocks, things like that. So as an example, I would adapt the activity for a child who may be struggling. I might reduce the number of colors there are. So rather than having 4 colors, I might only have 2, so they can separate them into red and blue and things like that. I might also give them less directional directions, such as find all the blue box and put them under the table rather than under the table in the blue box next to the yellow bin, things like that. And also, of course, since this is an expressive language activity, I would want them to tell me what they're doing, explain to me what they're doing as they're doing it, and try to use all the basic concept words and all the colors as well. And if I wanted to adapt the activity to be a little more difficult for a child who's a little more advanced, I might give them more directions, very specific directions, so they would have to listen to the direction and then follow what I'm saying, carry out those directions. I might also ask the child what shapes they could make with the blocks and explain to me how they're making the shapes and what colors they're using.